Greetings and exaltations, my beautiful soul family. It's your girl, Empress T, from the Empress T Healing Chat Intuit Guidance channel, right? You already know what it is that we do over here. So I welcome you all. And I hope everyone is doing well and filled with the attitude of gratitude, right? Because there's always something that we can be grateful for. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Just be grateful that you are here on this earth another day to work on your evolution, to work on your soul evolution, to heal them chakras, to walk in your authentic self. Oh yeah, you got another chance to get it right, right? So let's take advantage of that. So today I want to tell y'all a story about what happened to me over the weekend, right? And no, sorry to disappoint y'all. It's not any tea and it isn't any gossip because we don't do that over here on this channel. Remember, this channel is about healing, right? And so that's what we chat about, you know. And the things that I share with you all, my experiences on my journey, these stories are true, they are authentic, and they are relevant and necessary, okay? Because I think that, you know, they bring understanding and gives you an open mind that you can receive messages from unconventional places, things, animals, anything, okay? So over here we just encourage you to have an open mind on this journey. All right. Okay. So let me get back to the story. I digress. Okay. But let me go back a little bit so I could bring you forward a little bit so we could be on the same sheet of music as far as for my story, okay? So hear me out, right? So I had a very dear friend, a very dear and close friend of mine, my sister, okay, from another mother, you know, passed away in December of last year. And I'm still grieving her loss today. You know what I'm saying? I miss her every day. I miss our talks, you know what I'm saying? Her laughs, you know what I'm saying? Her giving heart, her beautiful heart. But before my dear sister passed away, you know what I'm saying, we would get together over to her house maybe 2 or 3 times a week. We go over there, I meet up over there, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, through her, I met various of her family members, you know, her nieces, her sisters, her nephews. And they embraced me as if I was their own. And, you know, and I would drop over there maybe 2 or 3 times a week just to try, you know, just to chop it up with her, you know what I'm saying? Some of her family may be over there. We all sit out in the garage, chop it up, you know what I'm saying? Maybe have an adult beverage or two. But it was through her that I was introduced to my soul family, okay? I mean, yeah, they're not my blood, but they are most definitely part of my soul family. Believe that. And so, yeah, that's how we were all introduced. Now, remember, I'm trying to bring y'all up to speed. But my beautiful soul family, if you guys are watching this video, I love each and every one of you, and I thank you. Okay? But check it out, right? When I was growing up, I was always taught that crickets that either come in your house or in your dwelling they represent good luck, you know. But did you know that crickets also carry a deeper spiritual meaning? You know what I'm saying? And again, you know, to me, you know, I cannot discount things as coincidences. So, okay, here we go. So this past weekend, we were over to my deceased friend's house, you know what I'm saying? We were sitting in the garage, you know, kicking it, talking, you know what I'm saying? Reminiscing, you know what I'm saying? Remembering her, you know, and just, you know what I'm saying? Just overall, just, you know what I'm saying? Embracing the energy of her home, you know what I'm saying? And just having a good time, you know, celebrating who she was to us, you know what I'm saying? In our life. the garage door was open and it was beginning to get a little bit, the sun was going down. So, my sister got up and she, hit the light. You know what I'm saying, to turn on the light, on the inside of the garage. And when she did, you know what I'm saying, those little crunchy bugs started coming out. The ones that got the hard shell and they just bump into everything, and my sister was like, oh no, I can't deal with this. She was like, I got to close this garage door. So as she was closing the garage door, I mean, it's kind of comical because it was like a cricket just slid right on in up under the door as she was closing it. So you know what I'm saying, she's scared of bugs and stuff, and oh my gosh, she almost had a fit. But the cricket, just came on in and hopped up on the ottoman that's sitting in the middle of the garage. And whenever it hopped up on that ottoman, I mean, it just got up there like it belonged there. And it just commenced to rubbing its legs together and, creating this beautiful melody, because crickets don't chirp. The sound that you hear at night or whenever you hear crickets is whenever they're rubbing their legs together, okay? So the first thing I thought about, you know what I'm saying? I thought about my deceased friend. This is her home. This cricket just flew off up in there, you know what I'm saying? Hopped on the doggone ottoman and just sat there and was chilling. You know what I'm saying? And it was like almost as if she was like, hey, y'all, I'm here. Hey, the party ain't a party till I get here, right? But it just seemed like to me, you know what I'm saying, that the cricket knew what it was, what it was doing, And and everybody that was in the room, they was like, oh no, a cricket, you know what I'm saying? A cricket, so I had to break it down, you know what I'm saying? Again, based on my experience and my upbringing, that crickets are not bad luck. They're not just another bug. You know what I'm saying? They represent a deeper spiritual meaning, okay? Crickets are signs of transformation, you know what I'm saying, and spiritual growth. So you have to remember and try to piece it all together, you know what I'm saying, what time frame we are in. Because remember, this past weekend, we just had a new moon and a partial solar eclipse, which I don't think any of us was ever, you know what I'm saying, hey Sting, any of us, had the opportunity of actually seeing. But if you did, hey, drop some pictures or something, But this junction of energy is the closing out of cycles and starting new beginnings. And it's all about your spiritual growth. And once you start, to heal yourself from the trauma, you know what I'm saying, that will allow you to let spirit in, and you will be able to start those new beginnings on your spiritual path and on your transformation to becoming your true authentic self. Okay? And crickets can also represent guidance and communication from the spirit realm. So again, you know what I'm saying, my good friend, hey, that could have been her coming in and visiting us, say, hey, I'm right here with y'all, hey, party time, And crickets also, represent protection, against evil and negative energies. So the next time, a cricket enters your dwelling, whether it be your home or whether it hops in your vehicle or whatever and stuff, remember that crickets have a spiritual significance. Pay attention to how you feel, what your thoughts, what your feelings are. Because whenever the cricket, whenever it hopped up on that ottoman, I told everybody, I said, that's Pepper. Hey, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Remember, even as, part of our Reiki principles is, I will treat everything, every living thing with dignity and respect. Don't be so quick to try to, to kill the cricket or anything. Remember, everything on this earth has a purpose, whether we know it, whether we understand it or not. But hey, that's all I got. I love you guys. Stay safe in these spiritual streets. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Love you guys. Until next time.